Every year, Ugandan dairy farmers face a predictable threat, the dry season. When the rains stop and the grass browns, maintaining herd nutrition and milk yield becomes a massive challenge. The defense against this dry spell actually starts during the rainy season, using a strategy called rotational grazing. This map shows a typical farm layout divided into smaller, fenced sections called paddocks. Instead of letting cattle roam everywhere at once, farmers move the herd systematically from one paddock to the next. The timing of this movement is crucial to plant biology. Looking at this split-screen cross-section of a pasture plant, you can see what happens when cattle graze grass all the way down to the soil surface. On the left, the plant loses its ability to capture sunlight, causing the underground root system to shrivel and die. To keep the grass alive, farmers must move the herd before the pasture gets too short. On the right side, the grass is cut at the optimal grazing height. Leaving this above-ground leaf area intact allows the plant to rapidly photosynthesize sunlight, ensuring the root system remains thick, expansive, and healthy for the next growth cycle. Strictly managing that above-ground grazing height directly dictates below-ground survival. By rotating the herd properly, farmers secure their baseline food supply and prevent early pasture depletion. As the rainy season ends, plant growth halts. This creates a short, urgent window to harvest and store excess forage. There are two main methods to preserve this feed. This comparison table outlines our options, starting with hay. Haymaking relies entirely on moisture reduction to prevent spoilage, making it a common choice for regions that experience long, reliable periods of sunny, dry weather. The process involves cutting the grass just before it flowers and leaving it to cure in the sun. As the numbers show, the goal is to drive the moisture content down to exactly 15 to 20. Hitting this specific target halts the growth of bacteria and mold. But weather in many parts of Uganda can be cloudy and unpredictable. The table shifts here to silage, which operates on an entirely different set of principles: anaerobic fermentation and weather independence. Because silage does not rely on sun-drying, it can be prepared even during the rains. Creating silage requires a specific physical setup. Looking at this cutaway of a silage pit, the fresh green forage must first be chopped into small pieces. Next, heavy downward physical force is applied to compact the material. Finally, it is covered with a thick plastic layer to form a hermetic seal, eliminating all air from the pit. Removing that oxygen triggers a required chemical reaction. Inside the compacted grass, beneficial bacteria consume the plant sugars, converting them into lactic acid. This process rapidly drops the pH level, preserving the nutrients in the forage for months. Let's apply these biological concepts to a formal exam scenario. Here is a Section B practice question. Explain the significance of optimal grazing height and paddock management for 3 marks. Take 5 seconds to formulate your answer. To secure full marks, your answer must hit 3 specific physiological requirements. 1. It maintains enough leaf area for photosynthesis. 2. It ensures rapid plant regrowth. And 3. It protects and replenishes the underground root reserves. Mastering both the aerobic drying of hay and the anaerobic fermentation of silage provides a farmer with a reliable buffer against unpredictable rainfall patterns. We have focused heavily on the grass, but these management techniques link directly to the cow's internal physiology and its daily milk yield. When you move cattle frequently through high-quality paddocks, they spend far less energy walking around searching for food. This improved efficiency allows the animal to allocate more of its energy toward milk production rather than physical exertion. Later, when the drought hits, the strategic feeding of conserved hay and silage keeps the herd's dry matter intake consistent. This prevents the sharp, seasonal drops in production that occur when forage is scarce. This entire pasture management system functions as 3 interdependent pillars. As this summary graphic illustrates, you start with rotational grazing for pasture health, rely on forage conservation to bridge the dry seasons, and achieve consistent high yield as the final result. Sustainable pasture management is a calculated energy equation. By balancing the nutrient supply in the field with the needs of the animal, you create the nutritional foundation required for stable dairy productivity year-round. For more O-level agriculture content and practice materials, visit us at yaka.cc.